Hello, champions, and welcome back to What's My Role, episode 25. I'm your Tank Bean, joined by GT Goat.
Wah.
Wah?
Wah. Wah.
Can you
Golden?
Can you respond in a way that doesn't sound like you've got issues?
Well, you remember that old song? That old song like "War."
Arr. Howdy.
And Mr. E.
Hello.
We snow.
We know.
So,
we'll
start
countdown
off
before you start.
We're already started.
No, it's already going.
Okay.
This is the podcast. Welcome. Tell us about yourself. So this is how
Well,
Mr. E looks, everybody.
Yeah,
That's right.
Doc,
I'm a black square ethnically.
He wishes.
Like for real, y'all don't do like a fucking countdown. Like, oh, we're fucking going.
It already did a countdown. You just weren't
Why am I
looking at the
melting on the
screen.
screen?
What
Yeah,
the
you
fuck?
are.
That was weird.
Oh, we were doing acid there for a second. All right, we're good.
Oh, and there's like for
Really
me, there's like a
behind.
delay.
There is a delay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting.
It won't. Yeah, it won't be
Yeah,
like that in the recording though, because it actually records locally
That
and
was
then
crazy.
uploads it all. That was scary.
Yeah, a little bit.
I guess we'll start with we made a Patreon. We only have one tier, costs $1, and we'll as we continue to grow and build our community, basically we'll get more tiers with more actual rewards and stuff. But for now, it's just like a shout out, and we got our first Patreon subscriber, and it's me. So shout out
I knew you were
to
gonna say that.
shout out to Sheikah Bean. Dude's pretty cool. Thanks for the $1 that you're paying to me from myself.
You didn't get the whole dollar.
I know. I'm basically
You,
like
you don't want to read
losing
out the comment that he left.
I don't think he left a comment, did he?
I think he did. It says, "Learn how to be a better tank."
Oh, no, he would never say that.
Man,
He's my biggest fan. He's like, you could do so much better if these guys are rolling you back.
Go take
Roll a
some
demon
online
hunter.
Yeah. I would be absolutely nowhere without these guys. They're totally carrying me. Mr. E, so you're the new guy, so the whole episode you have to provide all the content for us now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
how
say
about
something
those
witty.
snake ladies.
Yeah, there
We
you
went back to snake
This
ladies
episode is all about snake ladies.
Yeah.
Origins. Yeah.
I don't know.
You wanna give us
I-
your whole
I'm-
WoW story?
Yeah,
Your
let's
WoW
talk about-
upbringing?
Yeah.
Social security number.
Okay. So my WoW, I saw like it was like either on like G4 or Tech TV, like they were like talking about WoW or whatever.
Was it on XPlay?
Probably. And this was way back in vanilla, and like I talked to my dad about it, and fucking he was like, okay. And so he just like goes to the fucking store on his own, and he brings me back Warcraft 3. Not World of
Wow.
Warcraft.
Thanks a lot, Dad.
Yeah. But I mean, I didn't even like fucking know the difference at the time. So like I fucking played it, and fucking I was like, this is fucking awesome. I played the shit out of that. And then I
Right.
finally played WoW. And like, so my first character was an undead warlock. And it took me forever because like I was running around the areas being like, oh my God, this is that place in the game where they did the thing. Like this is where Arthur killed
yeah.
his dad,
So this is like when it first launched, though, like class, like
not like when it like first launched. Like I don't know what the patch was, but there was a patch where the Forsaken were like not the Forsaken, the Scourge was invading. So like they had like those big like ziggurat things that they have in Maldraxxus. They were like floating outside of all the capital cities. That's when I first joined. First started playing. So I don't know exactly where that was at. And then I played up until BC came out. And then I just kind of stopped playing, completely missed Wrath, came back in Kata, left again, completely missed, and then came back in WoD, and I've played a little bit for every expansion since then.
Yeah. Okay. And every time you left, was it because you were sick of the game, or was it because you didn't want to spend $15, or what was it?
So in vanilla, I just got really bored because like I didn't really have I had like a guild like that I was in, but like it was like tiny. It's like 4 or 5 people. We didn't really do anything. So yeah, I just kind of moved on to other games. Cataclysm, didn't really have. I played with one of our friends, but like we didn't ever really reach end game. But I was at end game. And after running the same LFR like for like 6 weeks in a row, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go play something else now.
That's enough.
Yeah,
no,
I'm an old man.
Fair.
Like I remember back before LFR was a thing. I remember back when heroics were hard. I remember back before there was transmogs.
Right. So basically, the reason you didn't keep playing was just because you didn't have like a group that is just running stuff like we are right now.
Yeah, like I was reaching the point where the only avenue for improvement was in-game group content.
Was talking to people.
Specifically raids.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because raids is basically all that there was for endgame, like for a while, right?
Yeah, like see, I think arenas weren't even a thing. So like battlegrounds was kind of like it for PvP. Mythics weren't a thing yet. So yeah,
Mythics weren't a thing till Legion, right?
Dungeon wise, I believe so.
Well, there was like hard mode dungeons in Panda.
Right.
Okay. So how's it felt playing WoW now, since we've kind of got this thing that we're doing? There's like actual purpose behind it. Has it felt different? Nice. Has it felt the same? Or
I mean, so there's less time for me to like go do the shit that I usually do. Like run old raids for new transmogs and stuff, and just kind of level constantly. Like I'll get a character to max level, do a little bit, and then I'll go level
max another character.
Yeah,
right.
But it's nice. It's nice because like I have I kind of have a goal every time I get on now. Like I need to go do this, and this to be ready for when we like go do like dungeons and stuff.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
For me
and
personally,
I get to judge other people. Like there's nothing better in life than being able to judge somebody.
I will never be good enough for you, will I?
No, you will not.
Not my transmog, at least.
Not. No, definitely not.
God damn it. I will have you compliment my transmog at some point.
When you roll a demon hunter, I will.
Okay. We'll see. Yeah, but for me personally, I feel like it's a lot more enjoyable of an experience when we kind of have a goal that we're trying to meet and we're all kind of working together like that.
Yeah.
Or have friends that actually play.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
Yes, that helps. I don't know. Some people enjoy just getting on and just doing solo stuff, but Jesus Christ, my God.
I'll take it again.
I don't know what's happening.
It's because you're made out of sugar.
No, you so sweet.
Yo, you so sweet.
I get like I can't play well if I don't have people to play with. Like it can bum you out. And I know so a long time ago, Mr. E and I made characters. I don't know if he still has his, but he made Johnny Cashew, and I had John Lemon, and I still have John Lemon, my hunter. I still have him.
Oh, I mean, I might be able to restore him on whatever server we were playing on.
Yeah, I still have that hunter.
Did you transfer John Lemon, or is it still on the same server?
It's my same account. It's my same account.
Same server,
same realm.
Oh, he's in the same realm still. I haven't migrated him over yet.
Oh, okay. You might be able to use that to
recover him.
But
is that the ones that you had for that story that you told in one of the earlier episodes?
No. Oh, you know what? Actually, that might have been it.
It was like the ERP thing.
Do you remember? Do you remember going to what's the ERP? Yes,
Moonguard.
Yeah, so we went to Moonguard, and I think we talked about this previously. Yeah, we were in Goldshire, and we were hiding as these little blood blobs that we had gotten as toys, and we just kind of like slinked in and watched this goblin pimp like prostitute out this character, and then they were doing it in a barn, but they were using like open chat in the barn.
Open chat.
Yeah, using some really interesting words. So
no whispering in here.
all of a sudden the pimp came up behind us. He's like, hey, and like we both just start slinking away, like running away as these little blood globules that we had gotten from Wad. I think they were from Wad.
Yeah, they were from Wad.
But yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, we should try that as a group.
Yep, we got to in-game pet battling too.
That's true.
Do you miss it?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we figured out how to game the system. Like there was like a quest, like you have to win so many pet battles, but it was like something to do in the garrison. Like somebody stands on like one side of one of the gates, and then somebody stands on the other, and then when it did the pet finding, it would always match you with each other.
Yep.
So you could
just from standing in a certain spot.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
we
shit.
would take turns. We would take turns winning and losing.
Damn, y'all some dirty motherfuckers, dude.
Hey man, I got that nether pup. I'm happy.
Yeah, I've still got all mine.
So, what are your plans for War Within, Mr. E?
Win. I'm gonna win the war.
Win?
Yeah.
Are you gonna roll a new character? Or are you just gonna keep on going with the Demon Hunter?
Demon Hunter. I haven't decided which of the four that I've made like in the past month that I'm gonna do. But
so you've actually made and maxed out 4 Demon Hunters?
I've maxed out 2. I have a total of 5.
My God.
So, yeah. Well, how many different classes? Well, you know what I'm saying. Talent wise, like what are the different names for the ones that are coming in the War Within for Demon Hunter?
Like their hero talents?
Yeah, what are the hero talents?
It's just 2. It's
That's 2.
Aldrachi Reaver and
Felskar something.
Felskar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you know, for those lockouts, right? I have a bunch of characters. Get my transmogs real quick.
Well, transmog run should be pretty dope here soon with all the warband stuff.
So you just get the fastest class possible to do them with.
Hell yeah.
Point taken.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a Demon Hunter ready to go. Not sure if that's what I'm going to tank with or not, though. I was thinking Demon Hunter.
Sorry, some people can't handle it.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I mean, I did it. Like, it was like the easiest thing in the world.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've only ever had one Demon Hunter tank, so I couldn't say whether that's a good or bad thing. It's just all that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just pretend that Maeve Shadow Song is just chasing you the whole time, and you do great.
Well, what about doing talking about doing raids on normal or even heroic coming up?
I think Saturday. I don't know if we're going to stream the Mythic night, or I think we might stream the raids on Saturday night.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun. We can kind of get everybody all together and try out some normal raids. And do we have 8 or 9? I don't know the exact number of people that we have, but it's somewhere around there.
I think
It's a number.
Yeah, we have a
number.
I almost think between our gear level and the amount of people that we have, we might just even be able to clear normal.
Yeah, I think so too. So I think we're just going to hit normal. We're going to roll with whoever we got, and I think we're geared enough that we'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
should be
could do
fun.
normal easy. Like, honestly, I think with most of our gear levels, we probably should be looking more at heroics.
Yeah. With
But
randoms. Yeah.
Yeah, but with normal, that's a good place to start.
Yeah. We should be
Feel it
looking
out.
at we should have 7 actually. If
Yeah.
if everybody's on, well, we should have 8 if we can get Viper. That should
Well,
put us at
even
8.
if we get Tempest, Donix's
that would put us at
9,
that would
right?
put us at 9. That would put us at
So
9.
we'd practically have a full raid going. We do
We should
have
get the guy that
Beck.
plays Call of Duty. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Beck will be joining us probably. I don't know if he's going to wait until War Within actually drops.
Right.
So hopefully we'll have him too, and hopefully he'll stick around longer than just like doing the story and then bouncing.
No, man, me and him go hard together, man. We played DayZ back in the day. And me and him like beat down a steel wall with crowbars for like an hour.
Jesus Christ.
These two were delinquents back then.
Yeah, there was another wall behind it, so we just had to do it all again.
I mean, that sounds like both of you guys, so it's not surprising at all.
That would be solid. I think that'd be really cool to have the raid progression and the Mythic Plus progression, especially like Mythic Plus may not be everybody's thing in our group. Like they might not everybody may enjoy doing that, or like, hey, I really want to do raids, right? And so I think having a mix of both. The thing that sucks about Mythic Plus is there can only be 5 of us. And when we have everybody who gets on normally right now, we're sitting at 7, right?
Yeah, we're usually at about 7, sometimes 8
Right.
is.
And so it'd be really awesome to hear everybody banter and make jokes and like hang out but still do stuff together. So
Yeah,
I'm looking
not
forward to it,
have
man.
you're right. No, that'll be good. And then I was thinking, even we could do raids and then we can do PvP with a lot of people too, right? So
Yeah,
that could be a thing too.
yeah. Aren't rated battlegrounds like 10v10? I could be wrong.
I'm not sure
not
about
sure.
that.
I'm actually
Even if it's
logged in.
unrated, though, I mean, we basically have enough to fill, one of the sides.
Yeah.
A good portion of the slots.
So
Rated battleground is 10v10.
Yeah. Big portion of that is communication and working together too, especially with
so
CTF. Like that's huge.
that'd be a really good way for us all to kind of learn our utilities, because in PvP, utility is like super important. Knowing your CCs and your stuns and your interrupts and all your things that you may not be thinking about just running through like a dungeon,
Yeah.
So I think PvP would actually be a great way for us to all, like you said, get better communication, learn our characters, and aspects of them that we're not normally worrying about. Go. Have you? Why do you look scared? Your eyes were like. All right, this is the part of the podcast where Goat talks for 10 minutes straight.
No hable
himself.
señor. No.
Tell us that embarrassing thing that you did 10 years ago that no one but you remembers.
Y'all were there. Y'all should remember.
Oh, I probably wasn't there, so I don't
No, you
remember.
weren't there.
Oh, he's just saying random.
Yeah. No, just like, you're just sitting there chilling and then all of a sudden you remember something that you did in your past.
What's
You just like keel
haunts
over
you.
and cringe.
Well, what do you think about raids and stuff, Goat? Like, I don't know if you've looked into them at all, but it is different.
No, it's definitely a
than
different
doing
party.
Mythic Plus.
I mean, I enjoy them. It's just the initial just learning them is usually the challenge, which doesn't take long to learn raids. It's pretty much run around, beat the shit out of everything.
We'll be able to learn them a lot better when it's
Yeah.
not like LFR, though.
Yeah.
Right, and in the advantage with raids too is there's no timer, right? So
Yeah.
you're not fighting a clock when you're doing raids. So it's I feel like even though it can still be challenging, I think it's more relaxed than doing Mythic Plus because you're not on the clock.
Yeah.
So even if the mechanics are similar, you won't feel as much pressure from dying or any. You know what I mean? It kind of takes that pressure off.
Yeah, it's more complete in the mission than it is, like you're saying,
Right.
time.
Yeah. And we can extend the lockout if we needed to for another week, like if we just didn't have time to finish it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know you said a while ago, like you like the cutscenes because it tells the story better than just reading the text.
Oh,
like
it
in
immerses
quests.
you more.
Yeah, so like a lot of WoW, the story is in the raids.
Oh, okay.
So
true.
you'll probably like them, which is why I liked LFR so much, is because before then, like you missed out so much story if you didn't have a raid group.
Well, I mean, and I came into WoW like directly into Mythics pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I missed like the basic building blocks of like, this is how you do this. And you got to go make sure you do this every week. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Will
I'm
not
with
be made
Meryl.
to feel bad about that.
And so I'm like backwards learning things that are, to y'all like secondhand.
Just like the basics.
Yeah. It's just, oh yeah, we do that every time. I'm like, you may do that every time.
I know for
I'm
like
learning you're supposed to do it.
for probably like the first 2 months, You didn't even know how to get into the Emerald Dream, I want to say.
For the first 2 months, I didn't know how to leave a group. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me you're not getting your 2 million gold a week like the rest of us are?
Well,
Oh, hold
I get
on.
my
Wait,
teaming
what?
going more than you do. But
I need to learn this too.
I don't know. The only reason I joined this group is that apparently you get free WoW coins.
God.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, the tokens?
Token,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what it was.
Okay.
That'll never die.
I'm enjoying it. It's just that, there'll come a point where we're doing something. I'm like trying to watch y'all what you're doing and learn from it. And a lot of times you just got to ask the stupid question. Yeah, I may get. laughed at,
always
I'm still
ask
gonna
the stupid
it.
question.
Always ask it. Yeah.
I know there was like a night when we were doing a Taldazar, and you probably should have asked a question because Golden had showed me the
clip,
VOD
yeah.
from it, and you were attacking the spiders
Oh,
that we're not
yeah.
supposed to be
Killing
touching.
Oh, was that the Mythic with the giant dinosaur? That,
Yes.
Yes,
final boss of
yes,
that one?
Yes.
Stupid dinosaur.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
I know that was another one of your favorite dungeons.
Oh,
Go.
I hated that
Yeah.
damn dinosaur.
Don't worry, it'll make its way back into the rotation.
It will.
Make sure we do it a lot.
It's a fun dungeon, but it's
It's
not
fun
very
after the dinosaur.
forgiving if you
Yeah.
don't know how to do the mechanics.
It is. It takes. I don't know. There's plenty of dungeons that are comparable, but I feel like that one in particular, it does take some really good coordination, especially
That
with
one-
controlling
the
your
witch
damage
bitch,
with the
okay?
totems.
Which I did make it all the way through to the very end of the witch
For
bitch.
Waycrest,
How about the
Is that Waycrest?
blood? The
No,
blood
the one with the
transfusion thing?
The one with the toad. Whichever dungeon that is.
oh,
he's talking-
Halls of
he's talking
Infusion. You're
about.
talking
Yeah.
about from Dragonflight.
Oh, he's talking about
Oh,
the-
nice.
the glacial,
Yeah.
like advance. It's
Yeah.
not glacial advance, but it's the
Yeah,
circles.
Mr. Fat Ass can't run fast enough out of the circles. Okay.
Yeah.
You just do the hokey pokey, man.
I did the hokey pokey. I made
put
it
your
all the way
Death
to the
Knight
very
in.
last
You put
one.
your
But
Death
you
Knight
did
out.
that out. And you
Death
shake
Knight
it all
in.
out.
And then you slappy hands. Like,
Yeah, I've been very hold myself back on the slappy hands. Okay,
yeah.
which we're about to make a different move, I think. So we'll see how I take to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got War Within coming, and I know we were telling you maybe Hunter. I know you were testing out a Paladin. What do you think you're going to do once we get there?
I mean, I was favoring the Red Pally because I played it in their little remix thing they did for Panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was feeling it, and then in between regular life, I don't really have time to hop on WoW whenever I want to. So it's kind of been mainly hanging on to my Death Knight, which to me now seems kind of like a failed venture because of
No.
just how everything's kind of playing out with it. I'm just not putting out
think-
DPS. I think I should be putting out. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I think you'll like Death Knight a lot more after the War Within, especially if you do Riders of the Apocalypse.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you'll
Yeah.
really like Death Knight.
You stay on your horsey while you fight,
Yeah.
Fat ass
which
got
means
right
you're
now.
allowed to be a fat ass.
Yeah. No, I think you'll be fine, man. I think I enjoy Death Knight. Blood DK was the first tank that I played and tried out. No, man.
Is that what you played in WAD? What did you play
Yes.
in WAD?
I played a
Okay.
Blood DK in WAD, and then I did in Legion. I went straight to Demon
The
Hunter.
best
for
class
dungeons.
ever. Yeah.
Yes, it is. So no, man, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's not. I don't think it's a waste because ultimately, at some point, you're gonna develop as you keep playing this game and gain experience, and you might get bored from other classes. So it's not bad, like in the sense that you could pick up a warrior, play an arms warrior, play a fury warrior, or play the hunter, whatever you want to play. But I think at some point you'll probably come back to the DK. Because I do enjoy the DK. It's just I get it with the runes and like trying to track all that. I can understand. You gotta
And
remember
there's
you're
like a
just-
bunch of different options for the builds for them, which is
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, what I was simply saying is like the setup I have now, it feels like the DPS output is not enough for Mythics. Like I said, I don't know if they made tweaks to it where it's
Right, but
not
you're-
outputting as much.
Well, you got to think too. You're learning other things, right? So like you're trying to dodge mechanics. And so what you're learning is how to maximize your movement to not get hit using defensives plus doing your rotation right. That's a lot, man. So like, it's not that, I don't think that it's that Frost DK can't put out enough damage to be viable at the key levels that we're pushing. It's just, you got a lot going on, man. Like, so it's not really going to matter what class you're playing. You are learning a lot. Like,
yeah. And the thing is, we're not slowing down, which is why you're not able to kind of see that. You're not really able to see your progress because we're just fucking pushing as hard and as fast as we can because we want to get, this achievement done before the season ends. So it's really hard for you to judge where you're at when every time you might start to, figure something out, we're like, okay, let's take it to the next level. You're just like dragging your ass behind us while you're trying to learn.
What was that, a Mythic 2 that we did? Last week I think it was?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it felt smooth finally. I was like, okay, this is getting there. And then we popped to Mythic 3 and I'm getting my ass handed to me. I'm like, motherfucker, here we go again.
Yeah. No, I bet right now, if you swapped over to Blood, you could probably do a normal dungeon solo.
Yeah, he could for sure, right?
Yeah.
His gear score's like 302, 301? No, not 401, 501.
5.
I don't know numbers, dude. I think it's 501, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's on the
Yeah,
low end of
you
500.
could tank.
yeah. And that could be an experiment for you when we start doing these raids, man.
Oh yeah, you want to be the second tank?
You should be the second tank, dude.
Why? So you can quit complaining
No.
about other people not taking
No, it'll be me and you
Fine.
staying alive while the others are doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
I like doing stupid shit too.
And it'll give
Well,
you a
can
different
still do
perspective.
stupid-
It'll give you a different perspective on the game, playing a different position. I used to play sometimes, like, man, I think when I was learning tank, Mr. E he'd be on a druid. He would literally jump into bear form and like try and take some aggro. I'm not kidding. We were
Stunt
doing
on him.
time walking and I didn't know how to tank at all, but I was wanting to tank so bad. And he was playing a druid. And anytime it got really bad, he'd literally swap into bear form and tank it for a second and then let me take back over.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was mainly like when it was like an accidental pull, like an extra pack got pulled in.
Yes.
It's like,
And
oh shit.
it was like they were getting aggro to the DPS and the healer. Like, it wasn't me like tanking. It was me swapping to bear to get the aggro and then pull them to you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, well that works.
So it's, I think you'd enjoy it, man. And you wouldn't have to give up the progress on your character too. I don't want you to feel like you've wasted your time. You haven't wasted your time, man.
No, I
learning
don't feel
the
like I've
game
wasted
is
my
learning the
time.
game. I think you'd like it, man. Plus, it'd give you a break from being the one who's trying to always dodge the damage so you don't insta die to being the one who needs to take the damage while still dodging certain mechanics, obviously. But like, it's a different position, man. It's a different role, and I think you'd like it too.
It's like he's Pinocchio, like he melts when he's lying.
Yeah, it's like,
He's gonna hate it. He's gonna hate it, but it's gonna be too late.
if we do that though, I might just let you kind of be the lead tank and I'll be the off tank, and I think that'd be good. Yeah. Or is that too extreme?
No. No, we
Yeah,
still gotta
like,
blame
No, we keep on with tradition. You just throw me into this shit and we'll figure it out as we go.
you. Yeah.
I mean,
All right,
that
it-
would,
Good, man.
like having him like tank the boss and then you grab ads or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, all we're really gonna have to do is switch aggro, every once in a while.
Like I said, I'm not against learning anything new. I was just simply saying the Frost DK seems like it's, I don't want to say meta, but it doesn't feel like it's outputting as much as
It's
should.
not meta.
Yeah, sure as hell ain't meta.
It's not meta. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying people aren't complaining about its damage in Mythic Plus, but what I'm saying is for the key levels that we are pushing, with more experience under your belt, you would be fine. You'd only start running into more issues, like we're talking like way down the line in keys.
Yeah. Like a level that I honestly don't know if we'll ever get to, where it's like, oh well, we should run with these 5 classes because they have a 2% better output.
Right.
Like, I don't personally see us ever getting quite to that
Yeah.
level.
I think, yeah, go ahead.
I think most important factor is, do you enjoy playing a Frost DK?
Well, I enjoy it, yeah, but it's because that's what I've learned so far. I haven't ventured out too awfully much.
Right.
I've done a little bit of hunter, a little bit of
Yeah, it's time to
Red
get
Pally,
curious.
but I haven't
Yeah.
I haven't
Time to
really
get
dug
weird.
into anything because, like I said,
Just pretend like it's the college days. You're trying to find yourself.
Joke's on you. I didn't go to college. Anyways.
All the more reason for you to do it now.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know, man. You could play Ret Pally and learn some of the story, and you'd want to go back to Death Knight after that.
You're like, I don't know about that.
Well, I said, I'm enjoying the game. It's just, when we come to like pushing mythics, it just feels like I'm not necessarily falling behind, but it just feels like what I'm doing I'm not outputting as much as I should be contributing to the group.
Right.
But like I said, it's a learning curve because it's a whole new thing of get the hell out of the way or you're going to die.
Yeah, and that's the thing is we don't want you to feel like that, and it is our fault that you feel like that.
No, I seriously do think
It really is.
Yeah, I need to have something with a little bit higher output.
Well, I think what we should do is I think rating is a better learning area for you because it's not going to be timed, especially doing normal. Things aren't going to, as long as we're following the main mechanics right, you shouldn't get one shot on normal with your gear level. So like that's a good place for you to learn. Yeah. I don't think you should look at it as it's this class that's making me. You just there's a lot to learn, man. There's a lot to learn in maximizing your uptime on DPS, right? Like, well, how far should I run away when this mechanic happens? Because you got to think the further away you are, and then if you're not using utility to get back fast and all those types of things, like your DPS downtime is greater. There's a lot. Well, I'm trying to say is that it's a much more complicated situation than maybe what you're feeling is what I'm saying. It might feel like, well, a different class would let you put out more damage, but I think the reality is learning the game, and I think a better environment, which would be doing raids and things like that, where you're not timed and you're not getting one shot, is going to help you learn that stuff better. Yeah,
because even any of our performances is there, it's not based on like one thing like, oh, we're not doing enough damage, but it's like a whole bunch of things coming together because there's so much to think about when you're just doing your job in the game. It's not simple at all, really.
Yeah.
No.
There's a lot going on. Bean's got things he's got to worry about that we aren't really thinking about. I've got things that you guys aren't worrying about, right? Like I need to know when those damage spikes are coming in a boss fight. And you may not be thinking like what the next mechanic is that's coming up from the boss. You're just waiting for something to happen and you go, oh, that's that thing. I need to move over here. Right. But I'm going, oh, this is coming any second now. I need to be ready to pop XYZ. We have different priorities and things that we're thinking. So there, like Bean's saying, there is a lot going on, man. But I think it's super dope to do raids. I've always wanted to do, like I've done raiding on normal, like in Legion.
For real?
BFA, I did a little bit. Yeah, Mr. E and I had jumped in some random ones, done like the first tier of like Blackrock Citadel. Is it Blackrock Citadel? Is that what I'm thinking of?
And
what's
WAD?
In no, in BFA, or was it WAD? What was the one with the whole? It's all green and black and
Hellfire Citadel.
Yeah, sorry, Hellfire Citadel.
That's WAD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I've dabbled in it a little bit, but I have way more experience now in Mythic Plus than doing raiding stuff. So I'm excited, man.
Yeah, I've never really done normal raids at all, I don't think. I've only done like transmog raids where it's not a challenge whatsoever. I've done time running with just, we just grabbed a bunch of people and filled up a party and
just destroy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then LFR, which is very similar. It's like a fucking circus.
Yeah.
So this will be my first time, with a group of everyone in the group that I know, and we're doing a normal raid.
Oh, same. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find my shit that I'm supposed to read. All right, I guess I'll go ahead and do
Make sure it's the right one.
Well, nobody fucks with it anymore, so I have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Is there something I can fuck with? Like,
Yeah.
told me.
There's a script.
I'll give you access
on the Google Drive. People used to fuck with the outro, and sometimes I would read something silly in there.
Yeah, he'd be reading it. He's like, oh.
Yeah, I have to stop saying what I'm saying.
Find us on your mom's OnlyFans. Yeah.
So that's the podcast, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, join the Mythic Mafia. Find us on YouTube, Twitch for our live streams Fridays and Saturdays. We have TikTok, IG, Facebook. We play on the Muradin realm on the Alliance side. Illidan will be our Horde realm. Join our community Discord to chat WoW with your noob like us or seasoned vet. And thanks for tuning in. See you next week.
Bye.
Laters.